Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues for the last video of 2012. I've already shown this on the haul video, the Christmas haul video, so there's kind of not a whole lot to go over. Maybe I can show the shoes just a little bit in better light here. And I've got some other things and kind of a little something else I've been wanting to show on the channel. I really haven't found a way to kind of segue into that, so I'm going to use these shoes as a good way to do it. So this is a gift that my wife had picked up for me. This was something on my list, and it's the Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star tennis shoes, superhero tennis shoes. As you can see, a very 80s superhero pose there with, you know, Green Arrow, Aquaman, Batman and Robin, the Flash, Hawkman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and the boy in blue, Superman. So very much in the kind of the superpowers look right there. Actually, that's a lot of my favorite heroes all in one shot. That's a really cool box, so I don't think I'm going to throw this box lid or box out anytime soon. So just kind of your standard Chuck Taylor shoe. Like I said, this artwork is depicted from Batman and Robin, issue number 19. This was the front cover. Robin was actually on this side and Batman was over here. The only thing it's really kind of lacking in is the green that's supposed to be on Robin. They really don't have. Just must have been the color palette that they were working in, but still very cool. You can definitely tell it's Batman and Robin. And then you can see, you know, there's Damian kind of etched in this blue, and Dick Grayson, as this is Dick and Damian pre-New 52 in the old DC continuity. I mean, looking at it like this, you really wouldn't notice. And the artist of this is Patrick Gleason, who is doing the current run on Batman and Robin. So he drew this Batman and Robin and is currently drawing Batman and Robin, so one could argue that that's Bruce Wayne Batman, but if you have issue 19, it's an all-white cover, which I thought I had. Apparently I don't. But all the Bat titles that month came out with a white cover with just the characters on the front, so if you go to this issue, you will see that. So it's clearly Dick and Damian. If you could see the belt there, you would know because they changed Batman's belt for Dick. But you could see Batman there in the shoe, which I really didn't notice at first that I thought this was just a blue with a bunch of black squiggles on it until I got to looking at it the day after Christmas, after I shot the video, that there is actually comic book panel art in here, which I think makes the shoe look even cooler. And I don't think this is from issue 19. I think it's from a later issue, but I think that is very, very cool. They do have Damian's boot in red here. I'm not going to fault them. That's the company that put this there, but hey, a minor little detail. And the shoe is the same. And you have a two-toned shoelace. If you want, you can have a black and a red for the shoe, or the standard classic white. I haven't decided which way I'm going to have that yet. I mean, did the same for both shoes. And that's something that Converse is doing at the moment. Same artwork panel. So the shoes are actually, there's the left and the right together as they would be on my feet. So Converse is doing the two-toned shoelace, so this is also meant to have both colors going through the shoelace at the same time. I do have another pair of Chuck Taylors that is that way, or I could do an all blue and all black or white. But kind of gives you the option here to do whatever. I guess you could do three-tone and have three shoelaces. That might be kind of overkill. The other cool thing that I really like is on the inside that no one's really going to see are the Batman and Robin logos. Now, for us Robin fans out there, that is the Tim Drake Robin logo. Or now I guess they're referring to it as the Red Robin logo, but we all know it's the Tim Drake Robin logo. Then the classic. People keep saying that the 89 Bat logo. No, it's not the 89 Bat logo. Just because you see this oval does not mean it's automatically the 89 logo. It's just the classic Batman logo. From, I could say it's the Superpowers logo, because that's the same logo he was using then. So, and then just the Converse yellow on the inside, which is a nice little touch that they continued the printing on the inside. And then you have the back of your shoes here with the spine. My wife was going to get me the Arkham City, like build your own shoe, and they had, you know, Batman and Joker and I think Catwoman and Robin. So you could have the she was going to do the Tim Drake Robin where he's holding his staff kind of looking down with his, you know, shaved head. And those really wouldn't have been in color. They would have been in a two-toned color. So I think it would have been maybe a three-tone color. Here's a little tag for the shoes. And this line you can get Aquaman, Catwoman, Wonder Woman, and this particular line. This is like their third DC Converse shoe that they've done. But I got a little tangent there. The Arkham City, I think, is in a two-tone or a three-tone. It's more beige, black, and gray. And this was actually the one that I had on my list. And she said, well, I almost did the Robin one for you, but you had this on your list, so she went with here. And I'm glad that she did, as the Batman and Robin comic might be my favorite comic I'm reading right now. Although, don't get me wrong, I love the Scott Snyder Batman, but of course, Robin's in it. I'm going to gravitate towards there. So a couple little sidetracks there, but yeah, this there's not a box or a checklist that you can look at and go, oh, here's the other figures in the wave or other shoes in the wave. But if you go to Journeys, I just think it's journeys.com. Just type in Chuck Taylor Journeys, and these are exclusive to the Journeys store. So I don't believe you can get these on the Converse website. You have to actually go to Journeys and order them from there, which is what she did. So I was going to show you a couple other, since we're looking at shoes right here. Here's a couple of pairs. I have a lot of shoes. I have a red pair and a black pair, but it's the same. I just brought these Flame ones out here just to show you the kind of the inking process, which is the same. It used to be this nice, shiny, glossy, but you know, I've had these for a couple years. I like wearing them. I'm a drummer as well, so these shoes work really good when I'm playing drums. I can move my feet a lot better in them. And these are a pair of customized shoes that I made by going to the Converse website, which you can do the Arkham City shoes custom. Now, you may ask yourself, it's not really a custom. I did pick every single panel, every color that you see here, which all happens to be black. I could have done this in a green, the eyelets in a black, the tongue in a color, this side in a color, this in a color, the rubber in a color, but these were my wedding shoes. I wear the Chuck Taylor shoes a lot, and my wife was like, once I showed her that I could do this custom shoe, I was going to make some for our honeymoon, and she said, you know what, you wear Chuck Taylors 90% of the time. She's like, I think it'd be really fitting if in my nice black tux, me wearing a pair of Chuck Taylors. So I designed a tuxedo shoe. And I have our wedding date on the back. Aww. So I just wanted to show you can design shoes, and that's where you can do the Arkham City shoes. So that's kind of a segue into that. And then this is going to segue into the other thing, my green and red laced Converse. Now, for you superheroes out there, know, being a Robin fan that I am, that this is the color scheme of Damian's shoe. So yes, I did buy just a normal green Chuck Taylor shoe and added red laces. Now, there's a reason why I did that, to have a Robin shoe, that I did dress up kind of like a Robin. So some people may be going, okay, Rob, this channel has gotten really weird really fast. Like I said, I mentioned I'm a drummer, so the students that I was an assistant director for 3 years out at my local high school. I was not only the assistant director, I was also the drummer and instrumental director, and the show that was picked last year was a superhero show. So everybody in the group, the band, dressed up kind of as their favorite superheroes. Now the singers and dancers, they had their own, it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like Glee, but if you can kind of use that, instead of having 6 or 7 kids and all that type of stuff, we had 48 kids, so we had a band of 12, and then the rest are out singing and dancing and competing and all that type of stuff. But they chose a superhero show last year, So the band decided, because the singers and dancers have to dress the same, the band decided to wear our color scheme of our favorite character. So I thought, well, me being an adult, I'm going to go right along with them. So I got these shoes to go with this. So not really a total superhero costume, but it's just a red shirt, nice red dress shirt, and one of our saxophone players' grandmother made these vests for us. Now I bought this Robin logo online. I'm not even sure where I found this at. I think I just typed in Robin patch, and you can find a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon, but they were out of this particular Robin, and I found it somewhere else. So she made these vests for us, and she did the inside of the vests like this, which I thought was really cool. So anytime that we had won a competition or made it into finals, or for the end of the year, we turned our vests inside out. So she had, you know, some Superman inside pieces and some Green Lantern and just a whole whatever pattern she could find of superheroes. Then I added a yellow tie, and I'm always wearing hats. So I found this one on eBay, one of the 5950 hats, like the baseball players wear, but just in Robin colors. So this is something that I've been wanting to show for a while, this Robin hat that's really kind of dirty. And as you can tell, I wear my hats backwards, and that's not to try and be hip and cool and fresh. Okay, maybe a little. But being a drummer, the bill of the hat, I would constantly hit and knock my hat off. So, like drummers like Tommy Lee and Michael Foster from Firehouse, that's going back to the 80s. Mike Portnoy, Mike Mangini of Dream Theater, Eric Singer of Kiss, whenever they wore a hat, they wore them backwards, and that was for two reasons: to not knock the hat off your head, and the hat is kind of gross, works as a sweat barrier when you're playing and drumming away, that the sweat's not running down into my eyes, and I'm not having to try and, you know, rub my hand in my face while I'm playing with my sticks. The hat's kind of catching my sweat, so and then I've just got accustomed over the years wearing my hat backwards, so anytime I wear my hat forwards, my family is going, "You look weird," and it's because my hat's forward. So if you see me, my hat is always backwards. And took one of my DC UC pins here that came with my Batman. Hopefully you can see that. Probably turn the light off. So those little pins that you got that you wondered, what the heck am I going to do with these little pins? Well, I wore one. Batman and Robin. So I thought this might be something a little extra to show since I was doing my shoes, and I thought, well, I did have those green and red shoes. You see the rest of our messy house here, our Christmas tree. So we'll go right back to the tripod. And I do have a list here. Songs that we played for the show choir thing were Ordinary Everyday Superhero by Smash Mouth. Let's see, Superman Tonight by Bon Jovi, Hero by Skillet, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down, and Cartoon Superhero by Aqua. If you remember who Aqua was, they sang I'm a Barbie Girl. Well, that we didn't do that song, but the Cartoon Superheroes was featured in the movie Mystery Men. So it was a whole superhero type of a show and everything. So all that was a little extra for the last video of 2012. Wow. 2013 is right around the corner. So this would be a cool way to kind of show the shoes, which we kind of already saw. I got to bring a couple other shoes and an outfit that I wore that was superhero related. So that was a good year last year to be able to kind of dress up as Robin and be able to kind of wear some stuff like that. So that's going to be the end of this video. I won't put up another one till after the first of the year unless it's a Happy New Year type of video that I may do. But check back after the first of the year. We'll get back into the Justice League 7-pack, and then we will probably start the Batman animated series action figure line. So as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogue saying Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 13. Bye.